Josiah, and I got connected to the well. Pause. Cut. Action. All right. And this is my beautiful wife, Jenna. We got married in September of 2017, about a year after the church launched.
So we were dating when the church launched.
Yeah. And I showed up the last vision meeting that they were having in Scott's living room, and they said, "Hey, why don't you play in the band for us next Sunday?" And I said, "Okay." And the rest was history. We found a home at the well. We also both lead a group on Tuesday nights. We are starting to see a handful of younger people come to the well, and just, both with our own friend community and new people at the well, felt like we needed to create some sort of environment, some sort of community that was really intentional about those people. So we started the group and invited our friends from outside the church who have since made their way into the church, and invited those that were in the church, and just tried to create community for young folks. And it's awesome. Everyone comes from very different walks of life. I was a little nervous at some points as to how everyone's going to get along and interact and opinions and views, but the group took. The people just kind of molded together, and it does feel like family.
It's given us a community that we didn't have before. It's just been cool to make so many new friends, because I just left college, so I'm kind of losing a lot of those friendships, and then I was kind of like, now what? And so it's been really cool to get to know some of these people, and just be able to learn and grow from each other and just create these relationships. They can tell when they come in that it's an authentic group of people, that they're not going to judge them. And it's not even just us, it's like the whole group, like they're just cool people. Oh, maybe he hit his head.
Oh, you alright there, buddy?
No.
Like, listen to someone just bouncing down.
I think it's hard. Initially, I was like not really sure what everything was going to look like. We were asking so many different people to come in, and I know that I have my own biases, but I think it's been a really cool lesson for me too, to recognize that I'm just as broken as everybody else. I think one of the most important things is for people to be able to ask those hard questions that they have and not feel like they're a bad person, that they're wrong for having doubts and questions, because everybody does, and the more you try and bury those, the more that you're just going to get stuck in your own cycle of thinking. So I think, that's been really beneficial for me too, to just get my questions out there and see what other people's perspectives are. It made me be so much more real with myself. Our group is full.
Yeah.
That's not true. We spend a lot of time just having fun. We have a fun group, but everything that we do is really focused around Jesus and around the Bible and the gospel. And so we spend a lot of time just unpacking that, looking at his different stories, the woman at the well, the parables of the lost sheep, the prodigal son, some of his healings, all the way up, leading to the end where, he died on the cross. And those things are incredibly important, and it was fun to journey with people through that. But even in that, I learned so much, about Jesus' love and grace for me, and just being a part of the group, talking about it together. It's different when you spend time in that with other people, really unpacking it and sharing it. We've talked about alcohol, and we've talked about drugs, we've talked about sex, we've talked about homosexuality. We want to unpack these bigger things that sometimes the church and Christianity isn't unpacking, because especially in our just kind of youth, it's something that we deal with every day. And then taking that and being able to go out beyond our group and practice those things, practice that love and that grace. Really unpacking, what Jesus is really like. We decided that we wanted to do some sort of outreach for Christmas. We came up with almost $850 in our group. So we were able to just take that money and bless people.
We were able to get Christmas presents for a couple different families that were in need from the community around us.
I'm just gonna say other people gave more than we gave, and it was
we had to up our game, because everyone else, I was like, oh, I didn't know that's what we were doing.
Amazing to see the generosity of our group and the love that they had for people that they don't even know. Don't feel shy about joining any group. It doesn't have to be ours. They're all awesome. Judgment-free zone. Like
not
Planet
like
Fitness.
workout. No,
That's Planet Fitness.
No, better than
Planet Fitness. Judgment-free zone. No perfect people allowed.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of fun. Like seriously, we have a ton of fun. You're gonna learn things and talk about things that you never thought that you probably would be. And that environment just allows for so much more growth and depth.
Be yourself and just breathe a little bit and ask questions. And so if you're thinking about coming to a group, you should definitely try one because they're all led by really cool people who just want to be able to be there for you to talk about hard questions. And
when you get into this environment, you're really talking about family and deep community, and digging into some cool stuff and really growing with each other.